everyone, this is Pinky Punjabi from Magic of Healing. This time I thought let me speak about one of the Wiccan festivals which is very prominent in abroad and in India. It's called as the Yule. The Yule is done on the 21st and 22nd of December. It's more like a winter solstice. Let me tell you one thing, in those days, in older traditions, even when my ma'am was alive, she used to follow it as the 12 days traditions because she used to love Yule. She used to feel that, now it's the end of a year and beginning of something new. And Yule is more like, a reflection of what we have done in this past year, and how do we make ourselves better, how do we regenerate ourselves, how do we come out of all this. And I also love celebrating Yule with my coven members. I don't know this year because of the COVID will I be calling them or not, I'm not sure, but yes, Yule is very close to my heart because Yule is more like a spiritual unity, and Yule is more like how as a team or as a coven we grow together. And that is the reason when many people ask me, why don't you teach Wicca online, or why don't you come to other cities and teach. I tell them no, because I have my own Wiccan altar which was blessed by my mentor, and she had given me certain things which I don't like carrying it here and there. So that's the reason I don't go anywhere, and whatever is the initiation done, I prefer doing it from my place. And that is also one of the reasons why I bring this course only once a year, and I have my own selection process because maybe nowadays Wicca has become more like a very a fun like of thing. You can learn online, you can do anything, but for me till date Wicca is not fun, and it is a blessing which you get if you are genuinely blessed for it. Okay, so now let's go back to Yule. So Yule is nothing but winter solstice, and it is done on the 21st and the 22nd of December. Sorry, not September, December. And as I said, spiritual unity, because I remember when we were doing this spiritual unity, it was more like a bonding. We all sit together as common members, and we all play together, have fun together, have music, eat whatever, some dance, some eat, some just be more like a family. And you can have a campfire also, but basically Yule is nothing but where you reflect yourself, to regenerate yourself, and it's a new beginning, because nights are going to be longer and days are going to be shorter. So how do you plan? So that's the first part of Yule. Now the next part which I want to talk about Yule is that which god and goddesses you can pray. Now the second part which I was saying about gods and goddesses, there are a lot of gods and goddesses which you can follow, and which you can pray with, and you can when you go online nowadays, Google Baba gives you everything. If you just type Yule, you come to know what it is. You don't need a mentor, or you don't need anyone for explaining to you what is Yule, but we all needed mentors. So I follow the sun god Ra and Odin mainly on that day, and I also work with the wolf, the spirit animal wolf, on that day, and I work with Isis and Diana. Yes, my triple goddess is always there, but these are some special gods with which whom I work. The rituals are also done based on those gods and goddesses that day at my altar, because most of them know I am a high priestess. So I have my own coven members for whom I have to pray, and I have to do a blessing ritual for them. And what I do, I start with I take a little bit of sage, I take a little bit of cinnamon, and I take a little bit of myrrh, MYRHH. These three I pound it in my mortar and pestle, and then I show that smoke around my whole altar room, around my whole home, because more like cleansing the energies and inviting Yule into my home that day. And the best thing, before what I used to, now I don't get time, before I used to love making homemade chocolates and cakes. So I used to specially bake a fruit cake for my Yule, and I used to make amazing chocolates those time. But now I just pick up from the market, or I see someone who does it at home, and then I give them. So that's the second part which I was talking about, the basic preparations which I do. Now coming to the third part. Now when I come to the third part, it is more about what do we do. Okay, we prepare a Yule log. Yule log is nothing but a wooden log which is made, and we make an amazing Yule log. In that we use mistletoe, we use cinnamon barks, and more it is like the god or the goddess is coming out of the Yule log. That is why we do. And one thing which I love doing on Yule is I pick up the pine cone and I ask all my coven members. I remember last year we had done this. All my coven members will write a wish in that, and they will fold that paper. I give them parchment paper. They write their little wishes. They fold that parchment paper and then they insert it in that pine cone. And then what I do is I pray for them, and I bless it, and then I tell them that okay, these wishes will happen for you, because as a high priestess I can read their wishes, I can know what it is that they desire, and I can pray for them and I can bless them. We also make our own Yule oil and Yule special incense that day, and all the coven members they carry it with them, they take it with them. I cannot share the recipes because again I don't believe in sharing Wicca openly. It is my opinion, it is my way of thinking, so I cannot say anything about others. So what we do is we make our own Yule oil, we make our own Yule incense. To start, we start that. We first make that, and then whatever the wish papers that they write, they anoint it with this oil, and they anoint it with this incense powder, and then they roll it and they put it in the pine cone and they keep it in the altar so that I can bless it and I can pray for them. Now, you all must be wondering that, why, how come Pinky Ji is not giving any tips and not telling us anything. Maybe on the day of Yule, I will teach you all to make a simple jar. You all can make this jar for yourselves with whatever ingredients that you have in home. Maybe what you do is first take a parchment paper. Now, if you don't have a parchment paper, take a medicine bag, the brown paper bags which they give in the medicine shop. Take that paper and tear it from all the sides. It should be irregular tone because I don't prefer the proper cut. So take for example, now if this is the brown paper bag, what you will do is you will tear the sides, all the 4 sides, and you will write how you want your upcoming 2021 to be. Like, I want to be blessed financially in this upcoming 2021. You put this inside the jar and then you add rosemary, ROSEMARY, rosemary. You add lavender buds, LAVENDAR and BUDS, lavender buds. Add 1 cinnamon bark. Cinnamon, don't use broken ones, please use cinnamon bark. Allspice. Now allspice, if you grow in your garden, use those leaves, dry them little and then use them. If you don't use those, then pick up the allspice herb, which is more like small round seeds. Use that. Take a lemon, dry it and use the lemon peel. Take an orange, dry it and use the orange peel. Use 12 cloves, okay, and 12 bay leaves. More like each club representing each year and each month, and each bay leaf representing each month. Now in this 12 bay leaves, what you can do is you can write any 12 things that you desire the most, like finances, health, career, and whatever you want to do. You can write all that and put this in that. Close the jar and light a red candle on top of this this jar and energize it. Do it on the 20th and the 21st. Don't do it on the 21st, 22nd. Don't do it on any other days. Do it on those days, and may Goddess Isis and may my triple goddess also bless your jar that day. Maybe you all can send me the photos of the jar that you're making that day, and I will bless it. As I am the high priestess for my coven members, I can also do the blessing for all of you all. So now, as a coven, what does a coven do in Yule? Okay. Now, I actually am bringing in this Divine Healers workshop where I am taking them through the starting base steps of where you will know whether Wicca is meant for you or not. So that is one way which I'll be, taking them with small steps. And if they feel, yes, Wicca is meant for me, then maybe they will come down to Chennai. So now becoming my student under Wicca has become a more tedious process. You do a mini course with me, and I will see if you're fit to be in my team, be in my coven, and then you're taken to the Wicca level. So okay, now it's not about the course we are talking here, it's about the Yule coven. What does the Yule coven do? What my coven members do, they come, they decorate the altar, they make the altar ready, they plan the rituals which has to be done. For example, if it is prosperity ritual, what has to be done? If it is money ritual, what has to be done? Then what they do is, all the coven members together, they do the ritual. This is like, if the team is of 10 members, then all the 10 of them together do money ritual for all 10 of them. So it's more like a team, it's more like a coven that they work with. Now, before the rituals, what we do is I take them through a meditation. I take them through a small meditation where they will sit, meditate, call on the gods and goddesses, and then they will do. And then the rituals are done. Then I do a blessing ritual. As a high priestess, I am supposed to do a blessing ritual for all my coven members, that their upcoming months or their upcoming year is blessed with a lot of abundance and a lot of happiness. And what I do is I prepare a small surprise gifts for them. And yes, whatever cake and chocolates we cut here, we eat. And I always make it a point that as a coven, we have lunch together. It has been my policy. Maybe this year it has not happened, but usually those who are available in Chennai and the outstation students, at least once in a year they come down and they try to spend time with me on one of the sabbats. Now sabbats here is the weekend festivals, and we have lunch together. And even if they don't come, then what I do is I bless it, and then I send them these. I think only once I have sent them the gift on one of the Yules. Last year I couldn't send them, so we do more blessing rituals, and we distribute, or we share the sweets, and we eat it, and we share the oil, we share the incense powders, and they all take it and go. And with that they take my blessings and go. So now what I can tell you all to do two more things in this Yule. Try and see, because if Bika is meant for you, then maybe on the day of Yule you will end up remembering it, and you will end up doing this. Take a small, again, parchment paper, take a red pen and keep a red candle with you. Write a wish for you, like I wish to become whatever spirituality ways, or your personal life, or your professional life. Just write that and look at the red flame, and imagine that the rays of the red flame are energizing you fully. And then keep a cauldron next to you. If you don't have a cauldron, then keep a plate. Burn this parchment paper, and the ashes you collected in that plate, and you put it in your plant, whichever plant you have in your home. Just put it in the plant. If you don't have a plant, then blow it around the universe. Do that on that day. And this red candle, let it burn completely. By the time the red candle is burning completely, you can take a small green mojo bag, and you can take 3 silver coins, 3 bay leaves, and 3 cinnamon sticks. Okay. And silver coins means you can take a 5 rupee new coin or a 10 rupee new coin also. So 3 coins, 3 bay leaves, and 3 cinnamon sticks. Energize it with the red candle. For example, if the red candle is burning, just show the smoke on top of the coin. Like, this is the candle, I'm showing the smoke. Show the smoke on the bay leaf, show the smoke on the cinnamon stick. Put it in this green mojo bag. Make 2 green mojo bags, okay, with this thing. 1 green mojo bag, you keep it for yourself. That, you're blessed in the upcoming month or the upcoming years. And 1 mojo bag, you leave it in a park or somewhere where some lucky person will get it. If possible, put a 100 rupee note also in it, so that the goddess will bless you for this upcoming year with loads and loads of abundance. So I hope you all like this Yule thing. If you liked it, do share, do comment. I will bring in all the sabbats like this also in the future, and I would love to talk about all the sabbats, but it's just that I don't get time, and something or other keeps coming. So if you all really enjoyed it, share it, subscribe it, click the bell notification, as I always say, so that you will come to know when I bring in the videos next. And also yes, leave your comments, and have a blessed Yule. I would definitely pray for all my students, my friends and followers, that God bless them with load of abundance. And if you do these things which I had said, this jar, this parchment paper, and this mojo bag, do send me photos so that I can also bless from here. Thank you all. Blessed Yule to all. May the goddess, the triple goddess, may the gods, the goddesses, and the divine bless you all with loads and loads of abundance, health, and all the happiness. Thank you.